All right. Well, we are back with our next guest here on International Podcast Day 2018, the one, the only Kim Sutton, who's the host of Positive Productivity. And I tell you, I am so excited. I was just jacked up meeting you at New Media Summit because I know you and I are going to be working together on some great things. So
yeah, I look forward to that.
Huh?
I said I look forward to that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So one of the great things, too, is share a little bit about Kim here. In late 2012, Kim Sutton, a former interior architect, launched her business, Sutton Strategic Solutions, credited to help alleviate financial struggles when her husband Dave started college. The business grew much faster than it planned, and Kim quit her full-time job a mere 2 months later. In the past years that the 2 years that followed, Kim not only grew her business and team, but Kim and Dave added 3 children to their family. Way to go! That's really taking. That's like two barrels of fun. Launching a business and raising kids, huh, Kim?
Oh yeah.
And as the host of Positive Productivity Podcast, as well as the digital marketing and launch strategist, Kim's what is to inspire and encourage others to design and implement their life framework and business systems in a way which reduces stress while magnifying productivity, purpose, and profit. So we welcome Kim Sutton to International Podcast Day.
It looks a lot scarier when you have it written out like that than it feels.
I can understand that maybe being a little scary, but hey, we're glad to have you here. Kim, why don't you share a little bit with the listeners and those that are watching live on Facebook Live or listening to the replays on iTunes or YouTube, a little bit about Kim. Who's Kim?
Yeah, so I am a mom of 5. Yes, we know how it happens. We've taken care of that since the twins. That's what the last 2 were. And I love how your segment with Michael Neely started talking about Infusionsoft, because I am a marketing and launch strategist and an Infusionsoft certified partner. But part of what really fueled my whole business and my podcast as we know it today is that I got tired of everybody telling us what we should do just because they wanted to get our money in their pockets. Like, have you ever been pitched by a coach to hire them for coaching and you've never even had a phone call with them? But, oh my gosh, I know how you're going to make $100,000 a month, not a year, a month. Just give me your money first. It's like, no. So I got really caught up in 2016 with, well, I had been sleeping for 2 hours a night for about a year and a half, and comparison syndrome, shiny object syndrome, and it burnt me out. And then, big awakening. And the podcast got launched about 4 months later. It took 2 extra months because I couldn't design my own logo how I liked it. That is no excuse for not launching your podcast, folks. But yeah, episode 500 is going live this week of all times, on our 2-year anniversary. I did have pod fade in there.
Wow. 500 episodes in 2 years. That's phenomenal. That's cranking out some stuff.
It is. It is.
What advice, Moy, that's just great coming up with content. What advice would you give to new podcasters about content, about creating content? Because, that's a lot to talk about over a lot of episodes. Where you come up with your ideas for content or what you're sharing with the audience?
Oh my gosh, so much is inspired by my interactions with clients, my interactions with my kids. I mean, can I give a quick example?
Yes, please do.
There was one day that I was getting ready, like it was before dawn. I have a son who plays competition soccer. We had to leave before dawn for a tournament. And all of a sudden I hear a crash in the bathroom. And I have 2 cats. I have a lot more than 2 cats, but my cats that I take credit for are Fame and Fortune, and they don't get along. And they had chased each other into the bathroom and knocked my whole makeup bag into the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
So I just joked because I needed new makeup. It was finding fortune and misfortune, and we can find those life lessons in everything that happens in our life. It might be the crazy. Am I allowed to cuss on here? I don't cuss.
Oh yeah. Ruby's where he dropped some F-bombs and everything like that. So yes.
Yeah. So finding the good out of all the crazy shit that happens in our life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because we can get down on ourselves all day long, but how's that going to propel us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's the thing too. Everybody deals with crazy shit. And
everybody does, but a lot of people won't admit it because they think that that's how they're going to get hired. Well, get over it, because you're not going to connect with people unless you share the crazy shit.
Mm-hmm. Jill Raffier says, "You rock, Kim."
So does Jill.
Got Sean Douglas, who's listening and watching from his road trips. Says, Kim,
Yeah, I got to tell you, Sean and I have been trying to get on each other's podcasts since before we met each other at the first New Media Summit. But he and I both, we've had kids. Well, I think a kid fell off a bed and broke a shoulder. My kids get sick. I mean, positive productivity is not about perfection, and we just need to keep on going. So Sean and I, maybe one time this decade, we will finally get on each other's shows.
Phoebe says, so good to see you too, Kim. But can you repeat that? That was a great quote. Say that again, what you just said before then.
Positive productivity is not about perfection.
And do you deal with that with entrepreneurs and all the entrepreneurs you're helping out with as being an ICP, and with doing stuff for entrepreneurs that they want the perfection and it doesn't always work that way? Well,
I've made that shift in the last couple of years that I found that the further the entrepreneur is along their journey, the more they're willing to accept that the imperfections happen. I mean, I won't name any names here. We all know them. But I was working on his launch this past spring, and we auto-registered people in the funnel for a webinar. But we got so many people that the webinar couldn't take any more people. And we learned that's the wrong way to go. I mean, and the website crashed because there was so much traffic. When you're comfortable with where you're going, you know that those things are going to happen. But when you're in scarcity mode, that's when you're getting all nitpicky about every single... I don't care about typos in my emails anymore. And I even put in a PS. Please forgive the typos. I have better things to do, like try not to burn dinner. I mean, really, I burn dinner every single night.
But doesn't it drive you bonkers when you talk to people? Like, I've done workshops and manuals, and the person goes, oh, you've got 3 misspellings on page 2. And I'm like, really? You have nothing to do except pick that shit up? Yeah. That's frustrating, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like the people who will be haters on social media. If they had something better to do and were maybe focusing on their own content and growing their business, and they wouldn't have time to hate on ourselves. I mean, they're still going to be haters.
Yeah.
But
yeah. You're not going to make everybody happy. That's one of the biggest things that I realized long ago that made me a lot happier, is that I'm not everybody's favorite flavor. I'm not going to make everybody happy. I'm only going to focus on who I can help and those that don't know me, right?
Right.
Right. So talk about some of the things that you're doing to help entrepreneurs. Let's roll that out, because we've got people here listening. We've got a big audience of people as well that are looking, I know, that could use some of your services, stuff like this. Let's talk about what do you love doing, because you've got a passion for really helping entrepreneurs succeed.
Yeah. So I have to preface this by saying that I also have chronic idea disorder, and the book about it would be done if I didn't have chronic idea disorder. But, that's just me being truthful. But I love getting on calls with people and strategizing through their marketing funnels, strategizing through any automation that can possibly be done, and helping them grow their teams. I mean, I have a team of 7 that's supporting me. We need the automation, and we need the team that's going to support us so we can take time to sleep. That was the biggest thing that changed my business. Like, I thought that when I went from sleeping 2 hours a night to 8 hours a night, that my business would tank. But the next month income quadrupled because I was actually taking care of myself. Tasks that should have taken 2 hours when I wasn't sleeping were taking 8, and then it flipped. And I was like, this is not what I saw coming. So what I'm really passionate about is helping my clients set up the support and systems in the back end so that they can get back to their life. I mean, I don't spend as much time with my kids, not because I can't, but because I love helping other people spend time with their kids and vacation and such.
Yeah, that's a strong point there. Is sometimes letting go and putting it in other people's hands allows you to take care of yourself, recharge. We all know sleep is an important aspect of things.
Yeah.
But then it gives you fresher ideas, and then allows you have that chronic idea syndrome, as you said.
Yeah. I had a client really early at the beginning who actually told me, I was on a call taking notes, and she said, yes, I do need a vacation, Kelly. Sorry, I just saw that pop up. Who had me on a call doing transcription, because Scott, I was an interior architect working for huge firms in Chicago, here in Ohio, in New York City before I started my business, but I didn't have confidence in myself. So I started as a VA in 2012, charging $8 an hour. People, my rate is not $8 an hour anymore. It's far from that. But she had me on a call taking notes, and I had an idea, because I was like, you are leading them in the wrong direction. And I spoke up, and after the fact, she said, you need to be quiet during my calls. You're going to make me look bad.
Oh.
And that was a huge eye opener for me. And that is not how I address my team. And I don't think any entrepreneur should be like that with their team, because I think the more you can position your team as experts, the better you're going to look, because, oh my gosh, look who we have supporting us. It's not just, I mean, in my business, it's not just Kim, but I have so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. Yeah.
Yeah. We all need to get rid of the yes men or the yes ma'am.
Yes.
And that focus and say, no, that might not work a little bit, because some of the best ideas are coming from the people that are doing it on a daily basis versus the head honcho.
Yeah.
The people that talk, the customer support staff that's talking to the people out there, the people that are in sales, bringing people together to get ideas. As the leader, you got to realize sometimes you just don't know exactly what's going on in the trenches, and you need to shut up and listen to your staff, because oftentimes they're recommending things to help you, not to harm you, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Kelly says you need a vacation to Illinois. Hallelujah. Jill Raff says you rock, Kim. Kim is brilliant at seeing the larger, bigger potential in people and then getting their message out. So let's talk about that. What are some of the steps that you like to do with entrepreneurs to help them get that bigger message out of them?
Well, I think one of the and I'm not knocking anybody who does this. We've all seen the courses out there, but I want everybody to start with an email sequence. Well, first we have to have the freebie, going back to Steve, the $1,000 funnel, 1,01000 funnel.com. I was not drinking before, I already shared that with you, but 1000funnel.com. You can go learn more. But, we all need to have a way to be capturing leads all the time. If you have a blog, you need to be putting, get my free gift here. If you have a podcast, you should be always sharing what you have in the show notes. Yes, you do. I think you should have show notes, but constantly be getting people into your funnel and then warm them up to you. Scott, you may disagree, but I think you should give them a couple weeks at least of no like and trust emails. No selling. Maybe you can sneak something into the PS once in a while, but really grow that reputation with somebody before you start shoving your products down their throat.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. Too many people are like, buy, 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 buy.
Yeah.
It sounds like the seagulls. Mine. That doesn't make any sense. The whole
Finding Nemo. Yeah.
Yes. From Finding Nemo. Exactly.
Yeah.
But sharing that information. Hey, here's some value. Here's some stuff. Here's a free report. Here's a free ebook. Let me help you get a feel versus just buy my stuff. But you're totally right. So many people come across, but I gotta make money now. And I like the analogy that Gary Vaynerchuk says about jab before you throw a right hook.
Yeah. And then one of the things that surprises people, I think, when they write back to me, and I apologize to anybody who's listening who's written back to my feel good emails right now, you're still waiting in my inbox to be responded to, but I ask them questions and I ask them to reply to me. Yes, my team can be responding to those, but I like to do it myself, and people more often than not are surprised when they actually get a response. So let them know you care.
That's exactly the same. It's that a little bit extra that they know that you care, that you actually answer the phone or you answer your own emails, or you're willing to get on the phone with them or talk with them versus put them into an autoresponder or something like that.
Exactly.
What's your opinion? Because we have so many people that are going like the chat bot route through Facebook of communicating and having all the stuff versus communicating individually versus having AI do it.
Well, I have ManyChat set up on my page, actually, but I tell them, and I make a joke out of it, that I have ManyChat set up. And if you go to my official page, Kim Sutton Official, sorry, I'm going to just promote that right now. Right there, when you push Get Started, it's the bot introduces itself as the bot I have set up so that I'm not burning dinner. And I specifically put that right in the message, but I'll try to help you. But if you have a question and you want to ask it, Kim or somebody from the team will get back to you as soon as possible. But I'm very candid about it. I think it's a great way to support your people through Facebook without you having to be glued to it all the time. I was listening to Sean earlier, and he was saying, he has 1 hour devoted to social media a day. We have to be smart about that hour that we're spending.
That's so true. You have to look at what you're spending your time on and really focus on it to drive the most value about it. Because let's face it, most people burn time on social media. It's one of the productive tools, but if you know how to use it and you're dedicated and narrowly focused on it, it can really be valuable for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yeah. What are some of the biggest hiccups you see besides from entrepreneurs out there that are either launching a podcast or driving in? What's some of the mistakes you see people making on a regular basis?
Shiny object syndrome, thinking that you need to buy everything that comes into your inbox. I've had clients who have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on programs. And chronic idea disorder. I have an idea graveyard in my backyard that if I had a spoon in every single grave, if I had just finished one of those ideas, I could have white blinds right there. But those blinds drive me crazy. But we have to stop starting ideas and just get them finished. And I know it's really hard. Sometimes maybe we're not the one that finishes it. Maybe we get the idea laid out and then tell our team, go build this. I mean, I just had ideas for products for our company, and I told my team, go do research, find out what other people are charging, find out what's included, and actually build the sales page. So I'm like, it's done. It's up. And I didn't need to do anything except put the idea out there. But you also have to have the support team who will tell you, wait. Like, I had a coach once who just kept on shouting squirrel at me up. Squirrel, come on back here, Kim. Come on back. I mean, because we can't be doing everything and anything and get it all done.
Mm-hmm. That's so good. Stephanie Goodman says on here, chronic idea disorder, I have this too. But that's so true. A lot of entrepreneurs are so forward thinking. We come with an idea, we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this, and we have to realize, okay, it kind of goes back to the unfinished bridge analogy. When we start creating ideas, it's like building the bridge. And if we have all these start ideas, we never get a chance to finish it, so we can complete it and make money to pay for white color blinds or whatever you want to.
Yep.
Cover
I
that.
really want my own bathroom, though. That's what I really want.
What you
my
want?
Own bathroom. I am finishing ideas now to get my own bathroom. Yes.
Oh, that's good stuff. It's the little things in life, right? What we're going for, right?
Yes.
Where do you see yourself in the next 12 months, Kim? Because I know you've gone through a lot of growth and had a lot of groundbreaking things happen to you in your business and life, which is great. But where do you see yourself in the next 12 months?
Well, my team just grew from 1 to 7 in the last 6 months. And I see it continuing to grow, and I'm getting managers set up so that they can, one of my managers is actually interviewing new people. So as we're growing, so it's just going to continue to grow there. I see myself taking a bath in my own bathroom and finishing my book, because I have an awesome coaching team that's kicking my butt and telling me it has to, I have to get the draft done by the end of the year. And I'm committed to not hearing about it January 1st when it's not done.
Well, it's good stuff there. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you, to connect with you?
Sure. Visiting my website, thekimsutton.com, and make sure you put the at the beginning, because somebody stole the site. And the last time I looked at the kimsutton.com, there was some nastiness on there. So don't go to that one. So thekimsutton.com, and up in the header, you'll see all the social media links too.
Awesome. Good stuff. Well, hey, Kim, thank you so much for joining us on International Podcast Day. We're glad we were able to give you 30 minutes of kid alone time for you to have some fun on a Sunday.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go have that margarita now.
There you go. We'll have a shot for me.
I sure will. Thank you so much, Scott.
Thank you, Kim. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
See you later. Yep. Talk to you later. Bye. All right. That is love it. Kim does a great job. So looking forward to having her on our team on some great stuff. Let's see here. We got our next guest. I saw him show up there.